Hi everyone, Anat Kester here with a new video tutorial, and today I'm going to show you how to make a really easy mini album that maybe has an unexpected shape. This is how it looks. So let's make it. You have a link to all the measurements, the cutting guide, and the instructions in the description under the video. You can go ahead and download it, and then you'll know what pieces to cut to join me in making this mini album. So we're going to start with our first piece. We're going to score it at 3 7/8, 7 7/8, and 8. And of course, like I said, you have all those measurements in the cutting guide in the link in the description under the video. Go ahead, click the link, and then you'll have everything you need to know. I'm using double-sided cardstock for this one because both of the sides of the paper are going to be visible, so you need to work with a double-sided card. So you could work with a solid color and then cover it with papers. There are no measurements for that. So this is our first piece. The second piece we are going to bring in, and we're going to score it at 4 and 4 1/4. And then we're going to fold it. So we're going to score that on the long side, creating a little spine. Okay, that's our second piece. The third piece is going to go like this. Okay, so the second piece, the third piece, we're going to score it on the long side at 4, 4 3/8, 8 3/8. So 3 score lines. These are all papers from the same collection, so they all match. So again, we're going to score this piece at 4, 4 3/8, and 8 3/8. So this piece is really like how it looks with the flowers. I'm going to fold each piece after I score it, so it will be easier later when I assemble the mini album. So for our fourth piece, just making sure that everything matches. Our fourth piece, we're going to score again on the long side at 3 1/2, 7 1/2, and 8. I'm using a scoreboard, but you can use a trimmer to align your score lines, or even just a ruler and a pencil if you don't have a trimmer or scoreboard. Going to fold all the score lines. And the idea of this mini album is the smaller the shape, the outer it is. Going to make sense in a minute. So our fifth piece, we're going to score it on the long side at 4 and 4 5/8. And we're going to turn it like this and then score it at 4 and 8. And again, you have all the measurements in the cutting guide, how to cut it exactly. So 4 and 8. Sorry, this is 4 and 5/8, and 4 and 8 are going to go horizontally. Sorry about that. So this is the 4 score line, this is the 8 score line, And then on the left here, the vertical lines are 4 and 4 5/8. Sorry about that. Okay, so this is the piece that is, again, the further along you go, then the outer the parts are. We're going to build it from the inside out instead of the other way around. Then our next piece is going to look like this. We're going to score it at 4 and 4 3/4. And I actually should have cut off the left part, which I didn't, but it is updated in your cutting guide, so your shape will just look like a long piece of paper. It won't be like it's on mine. So for the strip, we're going to score it at 3 1/8, 4, 8, and 8 7/8. So 4 score lines. So that's done for all the scoring. Going to fold everything. This is the band that ties everything together at the end, that closes the mini album. Now we're going to assemble the mini album. A lot of pieces, but it's not too complicated. So you're going to take the first piece. This is going to be on the inside with the spine turning to the right. And then you're going to apply glue to the second piece on the inside. And then attach it to the bottom of the first piece on the outside. So basically what you need to do is attach it to the bottom and then make sure it is aligned in the center like this, because it is smaller than the first piece. So you want to make sure that it is completely aligned with the first piece and that you see it is centered like this. Now we're going to bring our third piece and we're going to align that to the bottom as well. So this piece, we're going to first create a pocket. So we're going to apply glue on the top and the bottom of that little flap on the right and then attach it to the inside like this to create a pocket. And then we're going to apply glue to the part where there is no pocket on the left. Apply glue to that entire surface, entire area, and then attach it again to the bottom of the mini album on the back side, making sure it is aligned with the center. So we want to flip the mini album so we'll see the back side of it, and then we are going to attach that. So this is the front, then this is the back. Again, we aligning with the center. This is the back. I remind you, this is the back side of the mini album. This is the front. So we attach all the pieces to the back side underneath. And you see there is a lot of room to add more papers, embellishments, and photos. So our next piece opens like this. And we are going to apply glue to the right side only, from the fold line, from the score line to the edge. We're going to apply glue to that entire area, and then again flip the mini album so we can attach it to the back side. This is the front. I'm going to flip it and then attach it to the back side, aligning it with the center. Starting to make sense? So this was wrong. It should go like this. This is the direction. Every time we open a page, it opens to a different direction, to the opposite direction. So make sure of that. So I'm aligning it with the center. Don't worry if there's a little bit of glue, it dries clear. And by the way, this is a really good opportunity to mention that you should use liquid glue. It will be easier. So this part has the flaps on the right, so we apply glue on the left. And since the previous piece opened to the left, this one will need to be open to the right. Again, we attach it to the back side like this. Let's flip it to make sure that it is centered. Isn't that a really cool mini album? Okay, so for a final piece, like I said, I should have cut it. I didn't, so I'm just going to use it as it is, but you will cut it. The cutting guide has the right cutting and measurements, so it should be the same height and not the big piece on the back. So I screwed it up a little bit, but that's fine. Just ignore this part, just cut it all in the same height, score the same way, and then you will attach it while it's aligned in the center like before. Because now I'm covering that really pretty effect that I have on the back side, but that's fine. As long as the front is okay, and it is. I just forgot to cut that piece. And then finally, you have your strip that goes around the mini album to close it and secure it. The next part is, of course, to embellish your mini album, add whatever you want to it. You can add photos, you can add photo mats. We attach the strip by applying glue to the center and then attach it to the back like we did all the other parts. Again, it should be aligned with the center between the top and the bottom. And then you have plenty of room to fill the mini album and make it bulkier. Just making sure it is aligned. Isn't that cool? I really like how this turned out. Now I want to show you how it looks when it is completely embellished. I've just added pieces here and there. Not too many. Just some matting, and add a little pocket there with a butterfly. At this point, it is completely up to you how you want to. This is the pocket that we made, how you want to embellish your mini album, how many photos you want to add to it. Added a little flap here. And then here we have all the flaps. Again, you have all the measurements in the cutting guide for that. You just attach them one by one, or you can just put a photo in there. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and click on the little bell icon to be notified when I upload a new video so you won't miss anything. I really hope you like this tutorial. Thank you very much for joining me, and I will see you next time.